everybody. Welcome to the Capitalist Death Parade. I am Josh Radio Hedge, and this is Joy Marie Mann. And this is a podcast where we discuss this dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. How's it going, folks out there in Lululand? Damn.
Hello, everybody. Hello. We did have some pretty exciting fucking news. Yes, Bird Bath and Privilege Scrub said no more. Now, when I say that, not everybody understands what I mean, which is so fucking sad. You know what, Josh? While I explain this, please see if you can find the clip on YouTube. I bet you can.
Of what?
Just type Bird Bath and Privilege Scrub.
Bird Bath Privilege Scrub. All right, go.
I'm telling you, it is so amazing. So amazing. So anyway, yes, we say no kings, right? Well, even if we're presumptuous, Nancy Pelosi has a hoo-ha. Even if that may be the case, no kings also means no queens. Yes, queen. No. Term limits now, dude. Term fucking limits. And we will get to that later with Cuck Schumer as well and some others.
Were you able to find it? I don't know if it's the one you wanted, but I think it'll work. Do you mean to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let me pull it up here for you. Also, I'm a huge Westworld fan, so they're going to use the clip and make it into some sort of Westworld joke too. So I win.
This shouldn't take long to get. The other thing that we're getting we're sending stuff over to the Senate. Well, most of the product that we've done is, except now we may have added in the last day or so, and some of what we added is Senate to the bill, like a hearing. Bernie doesn't like hearing. Excuse me, Bernie loves hearing. Manchin doesn't want hearing in the bill and all that stuff. So some is Senate oriented, and then we have the family medical need. We figured if they're putting things in, then we can put something in, even if Manchin doesn't like it. So, so we are getting some bird and privilege. I think mostly we're getting privilege scrub, because privilege scrub is deadly to a bill. Birdable, it's important. You have to take it out, but privilege violation can take you out. So we're again getting that as we go along as well. But when we pass a bill, then they will see it in its aggregate and make.
I think it would be best if you not mention the things we've been talking about. There's something different about you, about the way you think.
We'll stop it there. I don't know. This is making me sad, Joy.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be funny. That was really sad.
This is like literally like 6 years old. And then someone asked her to expand on this, and she's like, Bird Bath and Privilege Scrub. It's not, it's like you take a bath and everyone just, bitch has been senile for years and drunk. A mixture of both.
Let's jump back in. I want to know.
We want to be sure that what we send is not birdable or bird bath or privilege scrub. They're the two exercises we're engaged, bathing exercises we're engaged in. And we're getting good response. There's no bad answer. It is what it is. There's a certain objectivity to it. It is what it is.
Archive this configuration.
All right, okay. She said there's no bad answer, and I'm going to disagree.
Dude, bird bath and privilege scrub. Like, what was it supposed to mean?
I don't know.
That's my question.
Did she have a stroke like right there?
What's that?
I said, did she have a stroke right then and there? Like,
dude, this is years ago.
I never saw this one. Man, that's disturbing. That made me sad. I couldn't believe it because it's like that's elder abuse up there. Putting somebody up in front of a bunch of microphones when they're talking about bird bath scrub, like that's crazy stuff.
And you know, when I protested her with some other people, one of her 23 houses, we called it Project Bird Bath. I'm like obsessed with this clip. And
Wow.
so many people have no idea about it. And I'm just so glad to share that wealth.
Yeah. Speaking
You
of
know, I
wealth,
should have.
Joy, speaking of wealth, I also have 23 houses. They're bird houses, but you know, technically they belong
Do
to
they
the
have
birds.
bird baths in them?
Yeah, that's where we do our privilege scrub.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Breathing exercises.
If you sound
Good.
confident enough, it just almost makes sense. You're like, the bird bath privilege scrub,
And I put this in the text and I forgot to add it to tonight's thing. But can you show everyone the amazing job I did going as Nancy Pagosi for one of my shows?
You'll have to give me 2 seconds because I didn't put it up for that tonight, but I
It's
do have it.
impressive, if
is
I
pretty
do
good.
say so myself.
I agree.
Pat, who I wrote a shit lib parody book with, we did a book announcement special with all these amazing people on it. And we turned it into like a 4-hour comedy show. It was phenomenal. It was so much fucking fun. And I dressed up as Miss Nancy, and
You look great.
can you zoom in a little? It's so amazing. I'm so
I
like the
want
background is
to.
so fucking real. That's what
I-
I'm most proud of. The background, you would believe
Oh,
I'm in a fucking mansion. Like, look at that.
I'm having issues zooming in, sadly. You can sort of see it in the blurry background. But yeah, you did the whole golden gilded mansion and everything.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know, Nancy has a nose ring and you know, stuff like that. She's a little cooler than I thought, but
Kind of
yeah,
cool. Kind of cool.
kind of rad. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. Do you want to just jump in? I've got a little mixed bag tonight. I didn't take my meds today, so I guess I'm all over the place. Couldn't focus on one news topic. Too many to
All right,
share.
let's go.
All
Variety
right, mixed
show.
bag time. Mixed time. So one of the ones that really grabbed me just for the weight of it, but it still feels like it's fairly under the radar, is this one. I read this one on MSNBC. U.S. attorney investigating alleged grand conspiracy calls unit-wide meeting after 2 prosecutors resign. Okay. So it says here U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida called a division-wide meeting on Monday afternoon following the resignations of 2 prosecutors who were asked to take part in a vast conspiracy investigation into former intelligence and law enforcement officials, according to a source familiar with the internal concerns among career prosecutors. And then there's this part right here really grabbed me. It said, everyone is on pins and needles, the source told MSNBC, referring to prosecutors who fear being asked by the U.S. attorney or his leadership team to work on a case that President Trump has said should lead to the arrests of an expansive list of individuals, including former President Barack Obama and former CIA Director John Brennan. So there are multiple prosecutors resigning in protest in Florida rather than prosecute Obama. Trump's trying to prosecute Obama and Brennan, but and others. So yeah, crazy stuff.
So Dems, regardless of what they prosecute them for, I mean, Dems won't even acknowledge that Obama bombed 7 fucking countries. And
double tap the wedding. Double tap the wedding.
Yeah, they always say his biggest conspiracy, his biggest the biggest thing they had him on was a tan suit.
What
It
a
always
monster.
goes back to the tan suit. Yes, that is the most egregious thing he did. Abso-fucking-lutely. No question. Good job.
My favorite
Very
thing that he did. My favorite thing that he did was when he started cracking jokes to the Jonas Brothers about how he was going to drone strike them if they touched his daughters. And then he was like, "Oh, I'll do it too." Oh, you never saw that? During one of those stupid press dinners where the president gets up and cracks some jokes, Obama got up there and cracked some jokes about how he likes to kill people with drones. Like, he really did. He really did. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like you have to see it to believe it. It's like, really?
Wow. I mean, and then there's the great, faux sip at Flint. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, what a fucking gem. What a gem. Wow. So whatever they have on him or may have on him, Dems are going to say it's a witch chase. It's,
But that's the thing. Do they have something on him? Why would these career prosecutors be bowing out if there was solid evidence? You'd think they would just do what they had to do. But I'm thinking, do they have solid evidence?
No, I'm thinking there might be evidence, and they don't want their name on. Holy shit! Dems are gonna hate me. Everyone's gonna hate me because I'm gonna be working for them when it comes out.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
I mean,
it's
still very much
in the early phases. Yeah, it's very much in the early phases right now. But I caught a whiff of that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I just haven't seen much beyond that little like rumor mill happening about it. But that's pretty crazy that there are prosecutors resigning. So, all right, that's one thing. Like I said, I got a whole mess of stuff today. Let's see. Oh, this one blew my mind. The UK, our closest ally since World War I, just cut off all intelligence sharing with the US about Caribbean drug trafficking boats, calling the strikes illegal. Britain doesn't trust us anymore. Trump has torched a century of friendship while he sucks up the dictators. And it's like, yeah, that's actually happening. We have lost our security connections with UK. Our security trades are breaking down. We're losing them as an ally so that, I don't know, we can send $40 billion to Argentina or something. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me if I were president, but, who knows? Maybe Trump's got a whole other thing planned. Who knows?
If we ruled the world.
We'll be the UK. We'll have them crown jewels. That's what we'll do.
Run the jewels. RTJ. Yeah.
I'll rep that. All right. And then one other quick news thing to jump into, and then we'll get into more bigger things here. This one, federal jury, and this, by the way, is good news. We always need good news. Yeah. Federal jury awards $112 million to immigrants that were detained by Suffolk for ICE. And it says here that Suffolk County must now pay $112 million to hundreds of immigrants that it detained for immigration and customs enforcement. A federal jury found the county and the sheriff's office violated the constitutional rights of these 674 people. The class action lawsuit was filed after the people were held in county jails between 2016 and 2018. They were kept for ICE even though they had posted bail. So even though, that's some twisted stuff.
So how many people did you say it is?
674.
And it's how much money?
112 million. So, I don't know, some good news. So
it's almost 2 million a piece, but after taxes, hopefully at least 1 million a piece. Does it say how long they were held?
Well, it says various amounts, but it was like so basically imagine that you pay the bail, you get to get out, and now they're saying, actually, no, you can't. We need you to stay for a little bit. And you're sitting there for hours, maybe even a whole day, and they're not letting you out. And then, here come the new law enforcement to come and take you to yet another jail. I mean, it's some evil, twisted stuff. And yeah, that's insane that they could get away with that. I don't know.
I mean, with for-profit prisons, this is how shit works.
Yeah, it's true. We're the grist in the mill in a for-profit prison society. Yep. Mm-hmm. So those are the three little news things I just wanted to touch real fast because I thought, a few things that I didn't want to go too deep into. But do you want to just jump right into the whole mess of it? You know what I'm talking about, of course. the Dems caved.
I am so shocked. I am glad I'm sitting down because I would have fallen over.
Can I tell you, Joy? I gotta tell you, there was a split second there while Lucy was holding that football, and I thought to myself, "This is the moment. I am gonna kick that
You'll never
motherfucking
fucking
football."
learn. You'll never learn, ever. See, that's why this show is funny, because I'm so much like, fuck this person, fuck that person, fuck them all, just fuck them all. And you're like, I hope that this, and I'm like, Josh, no.
Here's why. Let me tell you why, okay? It's because they won already. They'd already won. The election was a fucking landslide in their favor. They won. Everybody was saying this is Trump's shutdown. So them fucking giving in the last minute after winning. I mean, that's why. I just thought, how will they snatch this victory or this defeat, snatch snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? How could they do it in this moment? They've already won. No, they still managed to fuck it up. Fucking Democrats, man.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about folding at the last minute that's even more frustrating is the fact that you have these people wait for nothing. You may as well have just given in and licked the boots before any of this shit happens if you were gonna fucking sit there and be a bitch anyway.
Yep. Speaking of bitches, let's go to the wall of bitches.
Oh my God, is that Fetterman? Oh my God, I am so shocked. And yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't care how fucking annoying it is. I told you so for fucking 7 years. I'm never going to stop saying it.
Hey, Joy,
7 years. I've fucking told people about this piece of shit.
Joy, do
I
you
will
think
never stop bragging about that. And how Tulsi Gabbard's a fucking Republican, and I've been saying that shit for 7 years too. Those are the two things I'm always going to be like, yup, I called it, because I said it so many fucking times.
Joy, do you think that they used AI to put that suit on that picture of him?
Probably. He does look... Let me see his face.
I mean, it looks like his head literally just got like sat into this like fake set of shoulders. Like,
yeah, like a Mr. Potato Head. Like,
no, better. Picture this, Joy. There's literally just a set of headless shoulders with a tie and everything just sitting there with the flags behind it. Like, okay, Mr. Fetterman is in his hoodie, and he just walks up to it, pushes his chest against it, and now he looks like he's in a suit, and they take the picture.
Oh, like one of those things at amusement parks where you can stick your head through. Yeah. Like, you just stick your head through, and now you have like bunny ears and stuff. And like, yeah. Oh my God, that's totally what it is. It's like a freaking thin wooden flag and suit, and you just put your head in.
Wind's catching the little blue flag, you know.
That's totally what it is. I think we're right. We're on to something.
I think you are. So yes, this is our wall of bitches. The people that literally, they did it. They snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. They had won, and then they were like, but what if we lost?
Right. Well, like, you take like, well, first of all, Tim Kaine is hilarious because that's who Hillary wanted as her VP.
Yay.
And Jean Shaheen is like one of the biggest pieces of trash. Like, she is always a Republican. Always. Of course, Fetterman is trash. I mean, none of these people are surprising at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's true. But at the same time, it was just like, all they had to do was just sit there and shut the fuck up. And what I don't, and this is where I want to get into the next motherfucker who's responsible for this shit, who's not on this wall of bitches.
Cuck.
Let me throw his photo up here with his terrible, terrible, terrible approval rating. He has a negative net approval rating among his own voter base, people that register themselves as Democrats and say, I am a Democrat. He has a negative approval rating with those people. Why is he the leader of the fucking party? Why couldn't he tell these motherfuckers, if you fuckers get out of line and fuck this up for us, we will destroy you. You will never, we will primary you, we will fuck you. We will fuck you. That's what you do. That's what you do when you're in his position. And he didn't.
But again, no kings, right? No kings. Well, when it comes to Trump, but cuck. Oh, come on. Party unity. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, well, he may not be president, thankfully, but he is still a king. This fucker has been in office like literally longer than most of us have been alive. And he is so far up BB's ass that it's astounding. He's probably going to come out of his mouth. So
he's finding polyps like they're Christmas presents.
He's what?
He's finding polyps like they're Christmas presents. And they're so deep.
Yeah, I mean, this, and we're 3 years away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. Perhaps he's up in 26, maybe 28. I'm not sure. But let's say it's 28, which I believe it is. We're 3 years away, and Dems will absolutely forget this outrage by the time it's time to vote again. Do you remember? They've been reelecting Debbie Wasserman Schill over and over. Nobody's more corrupt than that bitch.
I know.
That bitch.
Literally fired for cheating and stealing democracy. And people are like, but we could vote for her another term, couldn't we? She seems so great.
Seriously. So, I mean, does this give me any fucking hope he's out? Fuck no. He's too much establishment.
Yeah.
It's insanity. And like I said, even people who are calling him out now, bookmark it. They're gonna endorse his ass when he runs again.
Yep. And I'll tell you this. I didn't get a clip of it for tonight, but I just thought of it. I was listening to some report where they were talking about how they asked some of those 8, so were you in communication with Schumer about all this? And they're like, oh yeah, we were always in contact with Schumer. And it's like, and did he, order you to not make this vote? And they're like, no, we just kept communication open. So he didn't even whip the fucking votes. Joy, he didn't even fucking whip the votes. I hate these fucking people so much. Like, why? Anyway.
I'll whip my hair back and forth. I'll whip my hair back and forth. Cuck.
I'll whip my horns
Move
back
aside. Move aside, bitch. Move aside.
So here's a little more detail. I'll read a little bit of it. 8 members of the Senate Democratic Caucus voted Sunday evening to proceed to a House-passed continuing resolution taking a major step towards ending the 40-day shutdown. The Senate voted 60-40 to advance the House bill, which will serve as a legislative vehicle for a bipartisan deal to fund military construction, Veterans Affairs, the Department of Ag, and the legislative branch through September 30th and the rest of the government through January 30th. It sets the stage for the House to return to Washington later this week to vote on a bill in hopes of getting to President Trump's desk for signature. So, yay.
Who's in the comments? I can't see who it is.
Oh, we got Hogel 00. Hogel. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna go Hogel like I just swallowed my tongue. Hogel. So,
well, thank you for joining, Hogel.
Do you remember Labyrinth? Hoggle! It's Hoggle!
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the next one here. Oh boy. Let's see here. With an upcoming vote in the House, an end to the shutdown is in sight. We'll read a little bit of this real quick. On the 41st day of a record-long government shutdown, man, Trump makes it big. The U.S. Senate voted 60-40 to approve a continuing resolution to reopen the government. The measure would fund much of the government through January 30th, provide funding for some agencies through the end of next September. But the shutdown will not end right away. The U.S. House of Representatives must also pass the legislation, which is not guaranteed, before President Trump can sign it into law. House leadership has told members to return to Washington for a vote as early as Wednesday afternoon. 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator voted with nearly every Senate Republican to approve the stopgap funding bill after more than a month-long impasse. Blah, 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 blah. I feel ill. I still can't, like you said, you're all like, I knew it was going to go like this. Well, like, so did I. But then the huge win happened, and I thought, well, they can't lose now. I'm still in shock.
Saying it was a huge win, but let's be clear.
It was.
No, sir. It was not, because people like Mondani, even though I have my...
You have your doubts. I have some too, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
People like him are not a win for the Democrats. That's not a win. That's someone with a D next to their name, but that's not a win for them. They're threatened by anyone who they consider socialist and, like anything like that. So no, it's not a win as far as they go.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, let's see here. Let's jump to the next one because we got some fun stuff up in here, I know. From Gina Signar, it says, one of the problems with the political left is that they don't know when to take a victory lap, and we really need to take a page out of the right wing's book on that subject. They take victory laps even when they're not winning. Democrats actually are winning right now, and we need to take the victory lap. Oh, delusional.
Take the lap. Take
For
the
what?
victory lap.
Joy.
Because go Team Blue, that's why. Because,
well, can we go down the list? What did we get? What did the Dems get for giving in? What did they get? They got a vote in the Senate, but Mike Johnson said to reporters that, yeah, we're not going to take up a vote about that in the House, And so that's that. Yep. So they got nothing. They got one thing that means nothing. Yep. Why would they do this? I don't fucking understand.
And I put in a video in there by James Lee, my buddy. I got to have him back on the show, but he's blown up. And I don't know if, he'll come back on the show. I'm going to...
You mean put him on?
What's that?
You may throw it up?
He's blown up, and everyone found out how amazing he is. So hopefully he'll come back, but he does great work. So let's see what he has to say about this.
Now we know the whole government shutdown thing was always just a big ploy. Let me explain. So first, the news just broke that the longest ever government shutdown is finally coming to an end. They're saying that the broad framework for this agreement was negotiated by Senator Angus King, Jeanne Shaheen, and Maggie Hassan, as well as GOP senators, has now, quote, more than enough members of the Senate Democratic Caucus to advance, according to 2 people granted anonymity to disclose the terms. So then I went to research what was so different about this new bill, and the answer is absolutely nothing. They say that this deal is a pragmatic off-ramp from the initial stalemate, a quote-unquote cleaner CR with some wins for both sides, but it largely kicks the core fights, ACA subsidies, Medicaid cuts down the road without resolution. So why the vote now? Well, it's this. One of the main reasons why the shutdown began in the first place is because the Democrats feared electoral backlash from their base. This is an article from last month, and they said that, quote, it's been clear to them that the American people don't want to see a Democratic Party that capitulates to a Republican extremism. They want a party that stands up for people's health care, that stands up for our democracy, and that's what they're doing now. And that message worked brilliantly for the Democrats. They absolutely shellacked the Republicans in the elections last week. And now Democrats who won their elections last week are coming out and saying, yeah, they can be done with this government shutdown now. Yeah, that big fight over healthcare, yeah, that is not even in this new bill. So we had a 40-day government shutdown, air traffic, a complete mess, massive bread lines across the country for absolutely no reason. Okay, it's all a freaking game to these scumbags, and the American people are always the one to suffer.
God damn.
Yep. All for nothing.
I mean, fuck me. There was like thousands of flights got canceled. There were like people who are National Guards people out at bread lines getting freaking like cans of soup to take home because they don't have a check. All the while, by the way, ICE was considered what's the word that they used for it? Necessary workers, so they were paid.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
were the people who have been giving checks to Israel.
yeah,
Don't worry, they still got their money. All
yeah.
good.
So gross.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
fucking gross, all right.
Well, speaking of gross, let's see here. I want to show one video here. This one right here is okay. This is how they're going to try to spin it now, because at this point, Jeffries, I mean, obviously he's the House, but he knows that the Senate is they fucked. You know, they fucked it up. Schumer fucked it up, and so now he's going to try to spin it in his way. And this is, I mean, and he's right in this, but again, he's trying to use this whole getting Adelita Grijalva in. He's trying to claim it, and this guy freaks me out. But anyways, let's watch.
It's unbelievable that for 7+ weeks, Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva was elected in late September decisively, has been denied the ability to serve more than 800,000 people in Arizona. And why is that the case? It's because Republicans are running a pedophile protection program. They are intentionally hiding the Jeffrey Epstein files. But those days are over, because as soon as Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva becomes Congresswoman Grijalva, her first act, as she's indicated, is going to be to sign that discharge petition. It's going to force a vote on the House floor, and the American people are going to get the transparency that they deserve.
So yeah, that's.
Did I hear the words "force the vote"?
Yes.
Oh, who is this motherfucker?
Right? You remember in the good old days when we wanted to force the vote, and that was considered like the most offensive thing that you could request.
No, but like literally, who is that
Oh,
motherfucker?
I thought you were just being like, fuck this. Who is this motherfucker? No, it's Jeffries.
Like, who is it?
Jeffries.
Huh?
Jeffries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know he sounds like vanilla.
I
know he sounds like vanilla ice cream in human form, but that's because he basically is.
I just find it extremely interesting when people who defend the terrorist state of Israel tooth and nail act outraged when it comes to SA kids.
Yeah.
I don't really get that, because it's a proven fact that Jeffrey was with the terrorist state of Israel. And also, I mean, how offended are you, especially all the things that are finally coming to light about, those committing a Holocaust right now?
Speaking of those committing a Holocaust, I would like to real quick throw to one more piece of shit brought into human life by some sort of fairy godmother. This guy right here. You know him. You know who it is. You know.
I need a shower.
I won't lie. When my brain does this thing that when I see him, my brain doesn't like immediately say his name. My brain is like, is that a Gollum? And I'm like, oh no, it's Fetterman. Like I always have to like stop and be like, Gollum or Fetterman? Oh, it's Fetterman.
The funny thing is, because of my blindness, I can't see faces, but I can see sometimes outlines. All I see is a big black shoulders and a penis head. So I know it's him.
That's fantastic. All right, let's watch this dude complaining about how hard it is to be a Democrat.
My heart breaks for what the Jewish communities suffered, especially after 10/7. I've had the honor of meeting, members of the hostages, former people that were kept underground for 500 days. I mean, those are heroes. I've met with widows. Their husbands were lost in the Gaza war, and they have 8 children, raising 8 children by their own. That's a hero for all of it. So for me, it's heartbreaking. And that's been what's so difficult for me is like being devotion to Israel becoming increasingly incompatible with being a proud Democrat now too. And that's put me at odds. And the things that put me at odds have all converged at the same time. The Gaza war, the peace deal, and then we moved right into a shutdown. Like now Democrats might not be allowed to hold these views.
A peace deal, bitch. What? A piece of what? A piece. I'm not even gonna go there because it's not funny. But like,
Yeah,
a peace deal. What the flaming fuck are you talking about?
yeah.
Oh my
no
god,
doubt.
I feel like I'm so persecuted because. And guess what, bitch? You're not persecuted for that because what 92% of Democrats re-election campaigns take APAC or 80 something, 92% of overall, and then like 82% of Dems have taken APAC. So yeah, no, you're not really that, you're trying to make yourself like, oh my god, everyone's against me, I'm like some kind of misfit. And if you feel that way, go cry, bitch. Go
All right,
fucking cry.
Joy, can I show you the most based headline I've ever seen?
Oh god, I'm scared.
From Ken Klippenstein, Chuck Schumer should be humanely euthanized.
That's amazing.
I know. I know.
Oh my god, is there a comment section?
Yeah, there's only one comment on it so far, but
What?
oh no, there's a few. No, there's a bunch actually. I lied. I pulled it up right when he posted it, so I had to refresh. Some people are like, "Oh, can't we just tar and feather him?" And other people are like complaining about the language. Oh yeah, but some people are just laughing their asses off too because, damn it, man, that's pretty fucking funny. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. Oh man,
Oh my god.
Jesus, some of these comments are intense.
People are writing a book.
But that was an intentional attempt on Ken Klippenstein. That was clearly a bait headline. I mean, obviously.
Of course.
I mean, that's what he does, That was good.
That's
That's good.
fucking hilarious.
All right. Well, do you want to jump on to the next topic?
All right.
Let's do
Hey, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
Kimasabe, jump on it. All right. To defeat the Venezuela war powers vote, Trump officials promised the Senate GOP that they would not launch a new war soon. This means an attack is unlikely in the coming weeks. Americans and Venezuelans can breathe a short sigh of relief, but obviously Rubio isn't going to give up. It was a 49-51 Senate blocked debate on war powers resolution to prevent future U.S. military action against Venezuela not authorized by Congress.
If you can click on these 4 screenshots.
Yes. So that I read that one just now. And then this one's Trump admin tells Congress it currently lacks the legal justification to strike Venezuela. I don't see how they had the legal justification to strike all those boats. But so why? I don't know. This whole thing is just a mind
International waters, but hey, guess what? Terrorist state of Israel is allowed with impunity.
I guess so. All right. This one's from what is this? I didn't see the publisher, but Trump expresses reservations over strikes in Venezuela to top aides. Administration is still deciding whether to push Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro out of power or extract concessions from him. I mean, he keeps pretending that he's like this peace dude. Yeah, why not make some sort of deal? Why just go and, you know, blow up all of everybody because you can? I don't like America for this. They've always done this. They've never not done this. That's why I always want to be like that guy who's like, let's fix it. But it's like, how do we fix it if it's always been this? It's like, how do you fix the murder machine? Like, how do we do it? Like, do we want to fix it?
This shit, dude.
I know.
To the ground.
It's like, no, it's my turn to run the orphan crushing machine. You know, we're gonna make it crush the bad orphans, just the bad ones. I don't know. How do you? Oh man.
Like in 2016 when Trump was doing stuff and Hillary was like, I wanted to be the one to bomb them.
Oh man.
It was my turn.
I always think about that night and how there was like a whole ceiling just filled with 8 bajillion balloons and they never dropped. And everybody just had to like shuffle out of there sad looking at all those balloons that never came. And then like the next day sometime they did drop, and now all these people with like the same shirt on with little pokey sticks have to go around popping each and every one looking sad. It must have been a sight. I hope somebody
all I
taped
know
it.
is we were outside and I am so fucking proud we did that because that was 5 of the roughest days of many of our lives being at that convention, but
Oh my god.
it was epic.
Best political experience probably in my life too. It was a big one. It was a big
Because
one.
I was there.
Yeah, well you played a huge role, Joy.
Well,
Yeah.
so did you.
All right,
I mean,
let's
you like carried my shit for me.
Well, you were all busted. Your like shoe gave out like a flat tire. It
Oh,
was
my
wild.
shoe gave out. It was like, no, these miles every day. Hell no. This fucking sole ripped right off of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad. I got bee stings and
Well, hey, I wonder.
ant bites all the way up my legs, and I was
Oh
just
my
God, I
God.
was a mess. And then my
Uh,
arm was bleeding, and because I had just gotten a tattoo, and it rubbed up against like a
oh,
piece of concrete on a wall, and it just went and like ripped it, and it was bleeding, and it was I was like, and then it was literally over 100 degrees, literally, and
and then her whole leg just came off and just started tumbling down the
and then I
road.
used it to like beat Hillary supporters. Just kidding, there weren't any. No, okay, that's a lie. There were 3. Remember when we were sitting there and there were thousands upon thousands upon thousands of us, and there's 3 girls walking together around this like the walkway in the park we were in, and they just look like they didn't really belong, kind of like not to
Yeah.
be that person, but they looked very like white
Out of fish out
and
of water.
preppy. And I was like, hey, where are you guys from? And you know, the one girl was like, we're Hillary supporters, we're delegates. And I was like, oh, did you come to talk with us or what? And they said, no, we're doing our own march. There were 3 of them.
3-person march. I
I
don't
was
remember.
like, why would you admit that? Like,
That's
why?
so funny. That's a big self own there. That's pretty
Self-owned,
good.
man. Self-owned.
I don't remember if you were with me at the moment, but I asked one of the shirt vendors on the street. I was like, so are you selling many of these Hillary shirts? And he's like, no, not really.
Oh my God.
Oh, that got me.
I
was
was
just like,
with
I'm sorry,
you when
man.
the-
Sorry.
I was with you when the Baptist church, the Westboro Baptist church were protesting us, like
Oh,
with
yeah.
like pictures of like unalived babies and like
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
I don't know what you're doing here, why, and you had your tuning forks and you started running up to them, and they were like, no, and you're like, I just want to spread love.
Can I tell you, Joy? it was an exciting moment for me because I'd wanted to go up against Westboro Baptist since I was like a kid. And I first heard about these people just being the worst humans on earth. I was probably in my like late teens. And I'm like, these are just the worst motherfuckers I ever heard of. I've never heard of nastier people. They go to funerals, they go to kids' schools to taunt them because they have like gay parents or something. Just the worst people in the world. And I'm like, oh, they're here. And I've got my healing tools with me. So I decided I wanted to try to like do a little like exorcism, you know, and it was fun. You know, it's not every day you get to do an exorcism.
So bad. I mean, this was like before I had like a internet and a cell phone. I mean, this was a minute ago, but I would have given anything to have a video camera, like a video of just watching you from behind. Wait, wait. I want love. I'm all about love and peace and just like running, like, and then being like, no. It was amazing. It was like a fucking skit or something. It was awesome.
Oh, it was a beautiful moment. I felt so blessed to get to finally face off against my nemesis. So that was good. Cool. Let's jump to the next topic. We got a whole nother topic. And while I jump to it, I'm going to read a couple comments we got from the folks here. Let's see here. One person said Congress is too busy giving away all their power. That's true. That was Holgol. Holgol also said Maduro still has support and it's all about the oil. Yep. That's right.
Yep.
1000%. Reflect the Sun says massive 3-person march for HRC sounds like the same 3 that went to the Tim Kaine rally. Sounds about right.
Probably.
Oh yeah, and then also Holgol said Westboro, never forgive, never forget. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if you guys saw this. This was several years ago. A gay gentleman and his partner bought the house next door to their headquarters and painted the whole damn house rainbow. Legit. Yeah. The whole house. Siding, door, backyard fence, everything rainbow. It's amazing.
I love that. One of my favorite things is there was a group of gay men protesters that they had rented a bus and did it all up with all kinds of like gay logos and men kissing all over the bus and stuff. And they started following Westboro Baptist Church everywhere they were going. And wherever they would stop to protest, then they'd all get out wearing like Speedos and shit and start dancing all around. It was one of the the back of the bus had a sign on it that said tailgate please. It had like a big plastic butt on the back of the bus.
Oh
like
my
God. It was fantastic.
Amazing.
It was
great.
My
God. Gays be crafty. I love it.
I love a good protest.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right, let's jump to the next one here. We got a video. Let's start it in.
I was fired, arrested, and jailed for 4 days in solitary confinement in a high-security prison. For what? For posting about civilians killed in Gaza. I am Meir Baruchin, a history and civics teacher in Tel Aviv. Growing up, I was taught the Zionist claim of a land without people for people without land. I learned of Arabs either as evil and dangerous or as ridiculous and stupid. I didn't know any Arabs, and I never learned about the Nakba. After these charges were dropped and I returned to teach at my school, some students refused to attend my class. Others cursed me or spat at me or on the ground in front of me. Today, most of my students are respectful and are even willing to listen to what I have to say about what we are doing in Gaza, something they refused to do previously. Education provides an opportunity for Israelis to recognize Palestinian suffering and their history. Through education, we can write a new story of Palestinian and Jews who can live in this place in equality and dignity. But first, Israel must stop this genocide. I was fired.
It's a really interesting perspective from a gentleman who is in Tel Aviv, but is not only against this, I say this because there are some Israelis who say they want this to end or they hate Bibi, but it's not necessarily because they support Palestinians. It's not because they want humanitarian aid. It's not because they believe that they have a right to their land. Whereas this gentleman is saying, I teach in Tel Aviv and I am pro-Palestine, and they don't fucking like that shit. He's got to be like seriously one of the very few who would be even outspoken about such a thing.
Yeah. God, it's such a scary time. We're going to get to it later, but like you've seen what's happened to whistleblowers or people that leak incriminating evidence or speak out in any way. We're seeing it. We'll get to that later. Let's jump to this next one here.
I met you at a protest. Yes? Yeah, Sneeko, yes. How you doing, man? Shalom. How are you, Rabbi?
Good.
Good to see you. What do you think about the results of the election?
I think the hate that we witness is unbelievable.
Yes.
It's a tap on the genocide of 2 years. We witnessed this hate towards our pro-Palestine mayor now is unbelievable.
Yes.
So we are here to say that the whole propaganda of Zionism is now in danger.
It is.
They told the Jews will be in danger.
Right.
We will run. We see Jews running out from the city.
Right.
This is totally wrong. Because the Zionist propaganda is in danger because they want Jews to think
they're panicking right now.
The
Zionists are panicking.
Yeah, they think when we have a Muslim mayor, we'll be in danger.
Right.
So when the world will see Jews living in peace with a Muslim mayor, the same like we lived prior to the movement of Zionism,
exactly.
then the whole world will see that the Zionist movement is
needs
the problem.
To be destroyed.
Is the problem.
It is the problem. You see, Trump posted today on Truth Social, any Jewish person that votes for Zohar Mamdani, a proven and professed Jew hater, is a stupid person. What do you think about Trump saying that?
I'm as a Jew, I need to speak with respect to the president, but he need to realize that this propaganda, we need to get rid of this propaganda. It's 77 years of occupation of bloodshed. This have to be stopped. We had a beautiful peace prior to the movement of Zionism. Because I'm loving Jews, I'm here to say that all this hatred, all this against Mamdani is totally false. Because I'm loving Jewish people. Because I'm loving Jewish people, I'm here to say from the river to the sea, Palestine should be free.
Absolutely, man. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic.
I've met him a number of times, and his usual comrades that he goes to rallies with. And I think it's so amazing how outspoken he is and how he continues to speak about how this kind of shit, this self-hating Jew type bullshit is what makes Jewish people unsafe.
Yeah.
That is actually what is making them unsafe.
Yep.
I had several times some people from Jewish Voice for Peace on, and they were explaining that as well. They said that they have never felt unsafe around Arab people, but they do feel unsafe around Israel's supporters. And I think that's really valid.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like I think about it all the time. Just like what kind of trauma, and it all feels like you look at something like kids that get harmed by an adult, and how that trauma then feeds into the next chain because this person's now got damage from that experience and they go on to harm someone else, and it just like cycles out and out. It feels like this is the same kind of thing. It's like there was so much trauma that was done, and instead of like use that to grow and be like, let's find our the goodness in ourselves and give it to the world. It's like, nah, we're gonna do to the world what the world did to us kind of mentality. And that blows my mind, because you think if anyone would be compassionate and want to like not do this to someone else, it would be people who had it done to them. So I think about that often.
They don't see it, but Zionists don't see it as what was done to them. They think what they're doing is over land. That is what they're owed. What happened to them was done because people were anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
That, you know what I mean? They view it very differently. They tell themselves they view it very differently. This is, you know, God told them this is their land, and these evil brown people have stolen it, even though they were there before they came to occupy. But still, so to them, this isn't about racism or anything like that. This is about them taking what is theirs, what they are entitled to. This is about that Jewish supremacy, which is, you know, the political ideology of Zionism. A lot of people, you know, still push that it's a religious, you know, Zionism is a religious thing, and Zionism is not Judaism. And as this gentleman speaks on all the time, and you know, I was thinking about this. I've thought about this before, but I was thinking about it the other day. You know, I think so many things would be so different if they didn't have the Star of David on their flag, because they wouldn't be able to use your anti-Semitic a fraction as much, because you have people who are just so disgusted with the terrorist state of Israel that they'll burn the flag. Oh my God, you're burning the Star of David.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. If that wasn't on there, that's why people, you know, oh, it's about religion. No, it's fucking not.
That's why I think, you know, it's smart to use with religious symbology in manipulative and evil ways. And when we transition to Trumptonia, I think we should just have a lowercase t on a flag. That way, you know, people will think, oh, it's Christian. And he'll be like, nah. Sure. It's that. Sure. I'm gonna write a presidential theme for Trumptonia. I think it'll be really fun. Trumptonia.
I picture like a golden toilet. That's all I can think of for the symbol. Just like a fucking toilet.
Actually, it's funny you said symbol. My brain thought percussion instrument, and I was imagining it hanging like a gong, and you just gong this big golden toilet.
No, like when you're on a stage and you have the cane and you're just like pull them off.
Just slowly pull it off.
Slowly, like yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's see here. Let's jump to the next one. Oh, this one. Pro-Palestine activists demonstrate a protest at a Pizza Hut in Warsaw, calling out complicity in Israel's genocide.
Izrael blokuje pomoc humanitarną, a Pizza Hut naśmiewa się z głodujących Palestyńczyków w social media. Przestańmy opłacać ludobójców. Wyjdźmy stąd razem. Nie wspierajmy ludobójstwa. Chodźmy stąd. Wolna, wolna Palestyna! Wolna, wolna Palestyna! Wolna, wolna Palestyna! Wolna, wolna Palestyna! Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's Pizza, KFC wspierają apartheid! Nie wspierajcie apartheidu!
Do you see how in the background it says love really big?
Yeah.
That's just kind of poetic.
Yeah, I thought the background music was a banger. I was enjoying the apparently in Warsaw, Pizza Hut's got like this cool craft work thing going or something. It's great. I'm in. No, that was a really cool protest. One of my favorite kinds of protest are ones where you use people to act and like to create a meaningful visual that like grabs people. I've actually gotten myself to take part in a few different Palestinian protests where I got to actually be an actor, and it's weird when you get into like using all this fake blood and like it gets real. It gets real.
Yeah, it does.
So, but yeah. Let's jump to the next one as well here. And it says, this isn't Gaza. This is Lebanon, one of 3 sovereign countries Israel is illegally bombing unprovoked while claiming to be the victim. They honor no ceasefire. They respect no truce. They break every law. Life is worthless to them. It's like some Greek mythological Zeus shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe that kind of weaponry even exists. It's just so shocking to just see it in action like that.
So, I mean, we talk about the terrorist state of Israel, and, most of the time, it's about Palestine, but like Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, I mean, they haven't stopped bombing them, like
Yeah.
the way, and I believe I've said this on one of my shows before. The way I think about them is that, how when like someone's abusive and you get like a protection order against them, and it's like, okay, I mean, thankfully I've never had to get one, but I've heard people say things like, I'm still scared, because it really is a piece of paper. What am I going to do? Hold it up when they go to beat me? That's kind of how I feel about these bullshit ceasefires. Okay, cool. You have a ceasefire. How's that working for you? How's it worked for over 2 years? What has it accomplished? What has it done? I mean, none of us have been asking for a ceasefire for like fucking 2 years. I mean, it's symbolic. That's all it is. It's nothing. They don't stick to it anyway.
Well, that's the thing. It's all crazy cynical. It's like, this is why the world has to intervene. Like, they are going to use all of the legal global machinations of system to basically shield themselves from ever actually doing a real ceasefire or seeking peace in any meaningful way. This is all cynicism. They are going to keep doing this until we literally force them to stop. And they're going to just, I hate it. I just hate seeing that they know that that's what they're doing. They know that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think we all know it too, but we're all just going to pretend, and they're going to pretend, and man. Anyway, let's jump to one more thing that we have here. Oh, I mentioned this earlier, foreshadowing. Top IDF lawyer attempted to unalive self after leaking video of Israeli soldiers essaying Palestinian. Former Israeli military prosecutor Yifat Tomer Yerushalmi was hospitalized early Sunday after an apparent self-unaliving attempt involving sleeping pills. Her hospitalization followed her resignation as the IDF's top legal officer amid controversy over the leaking of a video from the SDE Teman detention camp. The video showed Israeli reservists beating and essaying a Palestinian detainee, which Tomer Yerushalmi stated she leaked to expose crimes under her office's watch, sparking outrage and criminal charges against soldiers.
Because that's what they do. So I don't know who's seen the video. Unfortunately, I have. I'm sure it's nowhere online anymore, which is okay. It's so it's just egregious. And I remember when it first came out and went viral, and I forget who it was. I don't remember if it was MSM or NPR or someone. Someone had one of the pieces of shit on for an interview.
Yeah.
And he literally said, no, we were just climbing on top of each other. We were just screwing around. Like, literally, in the video, you can see him taking his pants down.
Oh,
like,
God.
I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't even say, hey, it was consensual. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, we were just playing around. Like, incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty monstrous stuff. That's, by the way, that's stuff that you can't unsee, so I would advise you not look that video up. Yeah, videos you can't unsee. Yay. God damn.
So
All right.
here's someone, I mean, honestly, she can still suck my dick, because not that I have one, but she can still suck my dick because she did protect them before she
Yeah.
leaked this. So
A number of times. Yeah.
with that,
She protected them over a number of various controversies.
right.
Before this was her
So
breaking straw, I guess.
there's no forgiveness within me whatsoever. But I am glad that she did leak that. But at the same time, it's just more and more proof that, does it really matter that it was leaked? No.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the craziest part. I mean, let's be honest, it was just like the whole Abu Ghraib thing. Like, did any of those people that did those horrific things to those prisoners, did any of them face justice? Like, ah, man. Otherworldly. All right. Well, I think, did we get through it all? Are we already to the end? Gosh, time flies when you're having fun, and I'm having a blast with you, as always, Joy.
Do we have any other comments? We do. I just can't see what they say.
Yeah, everybody's hearts are broken, basically. We did it. We broke everyone's hearts. But people saying things like they can't, like a whole girl saying, I can't wrap my head around it, just talking about like the horrors of what they're inflicting on these people, and Reflect the Sun just saying so evil. And it's like, yeah, just heartbroken, man. Heartbroken stuff. It is. It really is.
Well, I did want to, we always end the show on a funny, so that is going to happen. But I did want to play a video that I aired last night. And before we show the funny, because we'll close on the funny, but the video I made last night is incredibly important, and it's not a long video, but it's something that I hope you do watch, and I hope you listen to what I'm saying. Hi everyone, my name is Joy Marie Mann, and I wanted to tell you about my new book, Our Friend Temujin, The Wrongful Conviction of Temujin Kensu. This story is damn near impossible to create an elevator pitch about. However, I'll give you a brief breakdown. November 5th, 1986, Scott Macklem, a young gentleman, was shot and killed at his community college in Michigan. That he was the son of a mayor, and it was imperative that this case was solved expeditiously. Temujin Kensu, formerly Frederick Freeman, was immediately picked as the guy who committed this crime. There is no evidence whatsoever that he was even there, let alone that he did the crime. He has over a dozen witnesses. He was almost 500 miles away. And that should be enough. Right there, you'd think, okay, what's the problem? He's good. It wasn't him. But they wanted it to be him. and they arrested him and imprisoned him without interrogation, without interview, without comment. And he remains there almost 40 years later and counting. Temujin was 23 when he was arrested, and he is now 62. He has been through hell and back to hell again. He continues to struggle every single day in prison and continues to fight somehow with some kind of strength he pulls from somewhere. This story is true, yet unbelievable. It has everything from a fake jailhouse snitch who later recanted to a judge with a drunk driving record to a crack cocaine addicted public defender to an accusation that Temujin jumped 40 feet out of a tree. The list goes on. This book would not be believable whatsoever if I did not put actual documentation throughout it. So I did. Throughout it, you will see transcripts, you will see documentations from the court, you'll see evidence, you'll see all kinds of information throughout that back up everything that I discuss. This book is the first and only written about this almost 40-year-old case. It's more important than ever that people read this and share Temujin's story. He is 62 and is not in good health. He has a brain tumor and he has other disabilities that go untreated because he speaks up and the prison punishes him. But that doesn't make him stop speaking up. He continues to do so. I reached out to the prison about a month before I flew out to Michigan to interview him in person. And I explained that I am almost 85% blind and that I would need to do the interview by recording so I can do a transcript. After much discussion and many emails back and forth, I was able to bring a recorder in. So I do have over 4 hours of a recorded interview with him when I went to visit him in prison. That has not been done in over 30 years. So you will see much of that interview, that transcript throughout my book. After interviewing Temujin for over 5 years, I learned so much about him that I never knew before. We discuss everything from his absolutely horrific childhood to prison life, what he eats and doesn't eat, what recreation is supposedly like, what working at 62 doing physical labor, even though you have a disability, is like. We discuss so many things, and this book is about him, it's about his story, but it's also about the criminal injustice system and the way political corruption can absolutely change lives in the worst way possible. Temujin needs our help. He needs to get out of prison as soon as possible. But right now he's serving life without the possibility of parole. He has 8 innocence organizations supporting him. He has celebrities, he has judges, he has even former police who worked at the station who initially arrested him. He has so many supporters. Yet, he still remains in prison. So his story needs to be told, and it needs to be told far and wide before it is too late. We need his story out there He is in Michigan, and the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, has had his clemency papers on her desk for over 6 years, and she continues to disregard them, despite our thousands of phone calls, letters, emails. She won't budge, and she won't even so much as hold a press conference. She has never made a statement once, not even to say he's guilty, he's where he deserves to be. She simply ignores us. So it's up to us. This is so much more than a true crime story. This book is about humanitarian issues. This book is about the criminal injustice system. This book is about class war because he was poor and he needed a public defender who turned out to be addicted to crack cocaine and lost his case. This book is about so much more than just a crime. So please get this book. Please learn Temujin's story. Please share Temujin's story before it's too late. You can get our friend Temujin, The Wrongful Conviction of Temujin Kenzu, on Amazon.com, on Kindle and paperback, as well as BarnesandNoble.com. Thank you so much. Free Temujin Kenzu now. So thank you so much for watching that, you guys. It was so difficult to put that in a few minute video. It's a case I've read thousands and thousands of pages of documents to write this book. And as a blind person, not really that easy. But nobody else was stepping up. And I asked Temujin and his wife if I had their blessing, and they were excited about it. And I could not be more proud of how it turned out. It's told in his story with his quotes, but also I put in my savagery in there all throughout. So the entire book is the epitome of fuck the system. I have submissions throughout the book from people like my dear friend Reverend Annie Chambers, who is a Black Panther. I have Kalia Ali, who is Muhammad's daughter. Jason Flom, who is the co-founder of the Innocence Project. I have a lot of wonderful people throughout the book who submitted things to share their support for Temujin. So those were all throughout as well, and some photos and some fun stuff as well. But it's a story that needed to be told because he's not well, and we need to get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Hey, to relate off of Temujin, I have a good friend who did 1.5 years, and he just got out, and it was off of a wrongful thing, and it was literally, that's how long it took to finally get the evidence to finally get him out. And he told me something that I had never considered before, and I thought, I bet every single person in prison experiences this. But he said one of the things that was the saddest parts of being in prison was he would have dreams of being free. Mm-hmm. And then you would wake up and you're back in prison again. And I'd never even considered that before. And I thought, boy, I think that's probably a universal experience for people in there.
Yeah, I mean, after I flew out and I visited Temujin in person, and that was so amazing. God, it was just so wonderful to finally be able to give him hugs, and after over 5 years, and to just sit at a table with him and be able to grab his hand and touch him and oh my God, you're fucking real. And that day changed my life in every way possible. And it fucked me up, because you're like, okay, I'm leaving and I can't take him with me. He is watching me leave and the door is clanking behind me. And it fucked me up because I'm like thinking, should I just like tell him to run for it and I'll hold the door open? Like you just think about all these things, and I'm like, I have a cane, which, and you're thinking all these things. And, I got to the point where I wasn't even posting, like, I went to the beach, I went out to dinner, like, because this book shares so much of what he deals with that I started feeling guilty about everything. Oh, we went to a restaurant tonight. I can't fucking post that. Timoth's gonna see I went out to eat. He sits there and and I started feeling guilty about everything when in fact he loves hearing about things like that. He's like, what'd you do? Where'd you go? Because it's that vicarious living through someone else. But being in that fucking dark hole with him, being treated the way I was treated and seeing the way he was treated, it's just like any little bit of happiness I had, I felt like just so guilty. I just kept thinking, why the fuck can't he have this too? Like, why? So the book, it touches on those things as well. But it's something I'm so proud of, and it really isn't just a true crime story. So I really would appreciate anyone who gets it and learns his story and shares his story. And he's my buddy. He's a good guy. So, what's that?
Yeah. Oh, no, I was just wanted to say that I think that I think it's really awesome that you stepped up to try to bring attention to, like, because honestly, it's like I've read some crazy true crime stuff. This one's one of the absolute craziest because it's unbelievable what malfeasances can take place within our justice system because we all just take it for granted that it's functional. But then you read this and you're like, my God, it's off the rails. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you literally have over a dozen witnesses that you were almost 500 miles away and you sit in prison almost 40 years later,
it's insane.
Zero proof you were even in the area, let alone committed the crime. Zero proof.
Yeah.
Zero.
I mean, did he make enough money at his job to have a secret plane?
He didn't have a job. That's the issue. He was poor. He was on welfare. Therefore, he got a fucking coke head of a literal crack cocaine head.
But
public defender who was disbarred. And
but if he didn't have money, how did he afford the secret plane?
That's a whole other thing that I get into in the book. Yeah, that's
nuts. It's nuts.
God, yeah. Don't get me started because I'll keep this show going for like 5 hours, and I want people to read the book.
Yes, yeah, we won't spoil it all for you guys. Check it out; it's nuts.
It is. Right. It's nuts, but that's why I put the documents in there because y'all wouldn't believe one fucking word if I didn't. So yes, please get that barnesandnoble.com or amazon.com for Kindle and paperback.
All right, Joy, I got funnies here, and I got something. I don't know if you knew about this.
The funnies.
I got it to you. You got to pop it up for me. But this is going to blow your mind, maybe. So I know you're not quite there on Mamdani yet. You're like, I just don't know, I found something out. I don't know if you knew about this. Did you know that Mamdani was a rapper?
What?
Joy, I just found out 10 minutes before the show started that Mom Donnie has street cred because he was a freaking rapper, and I have his video here about his grandma. Are you ready for this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm going to make you a countryside chicken curry.
My name is Praveen. No. Hello, everyone.
£1.5 of chicken. Stir and fry it again.
Mom? You're living in our house now, Mom. We're not living in yours. Why do I have to keep telling you this? And then on Wednesday, you forget to pick up Nikhil from school. All of your meddling, these questions, and the TV serials have caused you to lose sight of the fact that you are not a good nanny. I'm the best damn nanny that you ever done seen. Fuck top 5 nannies and fuck top 3. I'm the #1 nanny, don't fuck with me. Fuck any of the nannies, says they better than Praveen. Cause I'm 85 years old, 85 years old, 85 years with my family on my back, so I'll last everybody on my fucking haters. Don't know me now, then you never know me later. Say, I be in an elevator to the top, go and find your own waiter. Drinking a little water, pour for me by my waiter. Not just anyone, but the hair fucking meter. At the top, R.I.P.s. Got a great grandkid, man, fucking ace. Wrapped in a shawl just in case a cool breeze, but you never catch me, better just catch Ace.
Yo, he's my fucking hero. Was that really him though? Because it looked like Valky Bartakamus.
That was him. Apparently, he went by the name Mr. Cardamom. This was 6 years
Mr.
ago.
Cardamom?
Mr. Cardamom was his rap name.
Like a flower?
I'm guessing, yeah, or maybe he's going more for because of the spice, because he's ethnic or something, like that kind of a thing.
Fucking gods.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is real? This is real?
Dude, that chick's a fucking badass.
Right?
What year was this? Does it say?
Well, he posted this 6 years ago, so we'll assume 2020.
Oh my god, that's so recent. Oh my god. Say it was like the 80s. It's so be real. Oh my god. Holy shit, it's that recent. Oh my god. That shit's fucking funny.
It melted my brain. I was like, this is real. He was a rapper. How did I miss this?
That like makes me like him almost. That's kind of awesome.
It got me too. I was just like, dude, that was genuine. That was like hilarious. Like,
how did this not come out during the?
I think it did, but it's like we're not in New York City, so maybe we missed people like sharing the good Nani videos. I don't know.
Oh my god, what was this called?
It's called Nani, Nani.
That means Punani.
Well, maybe, or it could be he's talking. Maybe that's like the name for a grandma out of his culture or something. I don't know, but like I don't know.
Maybe. I don't fucking know, but I'll take it.
Whatever it was, I loved it. That was fantastic.
The boss, whoever that elderly woman is, she's a fucking boss.
Super boss. Super boss. I guess her name. It says Madhur Jaffrey is her name. So good on you, Madhur Jaffrey. Good on you.
Good on you, baby.
All right. Well, Joy, I don't know if you had a nominee this week for the Grand Marshal, but I got one, and it's one that we've never done before. This is a first timer to enter the running. Are you ready for this one? Check this shit out. The #1 country song in America is by a non-human artist. So I would like to nominate this week the made-up bullshit AI country music robot AI thing that is now topping the country music charts. That's my proposition this week.
I
AI.
am thankful you haven't played it, because country makes me want to cry in the fetal position to begin with. I am going to nominate Cuck Schumer. And I think everyone should.
And I think we all know why.
Because he's a cuck.
Indeed. No, man, he's a genuine shit. A genuine one. My goodness. And I think I just remembered you had a couple funny things that you sent me right at the end, and I might not have popped them up. So let me pop them up.
Yes.
Because I just remembered.
These are happy funnies.
Yes. Well, ish. Let's check this one out. So apparently Israel is, for whatever reason, they're being beset upon by a series of plagues. I don't know what that's about. But it says growing snake presence terrifies families of illegal Israeli settlers in Tiberias. So that's one. Let's get this next one here. What do we got? Oh, this one's my fave. 12 Israeli occupation soldiers evacuated after being stung by wasps in Gaza.
11/11, make a wish.
Yay, it's 11/11. Hey, awesome. Hey, and I had to do this. So forgive me in advance. But I gave the bee sting girl a little B Palestine.
Be Palestine.
Be Palestine.
I like the girl who came up with, I can't think of the band's name. She ended up being on one of the flotillas. She was doing Free Palestine. Bum bum bum. Netanyahu, suck my dick. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. That's my favorite jam.
Nice.
But this is like, there have been so many animals who have had Palestine's back. I mean, so many. It's been fucking amazing. It's been so awesome. Nature knows.
Well, you know what? I think you have a really good suggestion, but I feel like I do as well. So I think what we should do is we should let Chuck Schumer, holding the last copy of the AI on a hard disk, let them march off the cliff this week, is I think what we should do.
Or, yeah, I think that works. Or they'll play that song in hell when he gets there on repeat.
Joy, you're lucky, by the way. You are lucky that I did not play that effing song. It really is 100% garbage. I'm not even joking.
It's country.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. It's like, it's exactly what your average like pop country listener was already looking for. They wanted 100% trash, and I promise you this song delivers. I was amazed. I was like, this is like, and I told somebody this the other day. I feel like country music was AI slop before AI existed, because it's literally like a word tree of just random twangy. I lost my
tractor and my girl left me too.
My dog got hit by a train. Gonna drink this Jack Beam, like what, or Jim Beam. It's like, we get it. You just throw some words.
I banged my sister, and now our kid has web toes, but that's okay. Because we still
feel my incest web toes in that red dirt clay. Good stuff.
He took my cowboy hat and he stomped it on the ground. But I said, fuck you, kid. Don't be fucking around. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, there you go. You just throw a little whiskey in there somewhere, and you've got it. You've got it.
I was drinking till I got drunk, and then I sat on a skunk, and I stunk.
Oh, okay. Don't quit your country day job, Joy.
I'm glad I'm not good at that. If I was good at country, I would have to seriously reevaluate my life.
You should have seen it. You should have seen, like, while you were singing, our viewership was just like,
oh, I need to do my Gwen. 'Cause I'm just a girl.
So that means it's the end of the show because Joy is now doing a Gwen Stefani impersonation. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you again for coming here. We're always so endlessly grateful. We appreciate our awesome, awesome viewers. My name's Josh Radiohead. You can hit me at www.hawthorneparkpotluck.org, where we're feeding 100 people a day, and we're doing insane work. And if anybody wants to support it, that's how you can help. How about you, Joy?
Yes, you will see me here probably at least one more time this week. I do have some awesome guests coming up in the future. But yes, also I was on an Australian podcast a few days ago, a lovely woman named Robin. It's called Courage is the Change, and it's a show called Relentless. And she interviewed me about my book, and I shared Temujin's story. So definitely check that out as well, but definitely buy my book. That's your assignment. Read it, share it, and free Temujin, always free
And hit your local library up and tell them to order a copy.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Much love, everyone. Thanks for watching. Smash that like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next week on the Capitalist Death Parade.
Bird bath and privilege. Bird bath and privilege.